There once lived a young man named Teo. He was 27 years old, lean, tall, with tired eyes that often carried the weight of unfulfilled dreams. Raised in a poor neighborhood in Abeokuta, Nigeria, he was the first son in a family of 6. His father, a retired schoolteacher, and his mother, a petty trader, barely had enough to feed them. Teo was brilliant, top of his class, a natural speaker, a dreamer. But there was one flaw that would change the course of his life: impatience. Teo often sat in church, hearing sermons about trusting God's timing. He would nod, pretend to believe. But deep down, he was tired of waiting. God's time is the best, people said. But to Teo, it seemed like God's time was too slow. One day, Teo met an old friend, Deji, who had dropped out of school but now drove a Benz. Deji laughed at Teo's job hunt and said, "Guy, forget all these CV things. Come make money." And just like that, Teo stepped into the world of internet fraud, Yahoo. First it was small, a fake investment site, a fake online shop. But as the dollars rolled in, so did the taste for more. Soon, Teo moved out of his parents' house into a penthouse in Lekki. He wore designer clothes, bought 2 cars, built a mansion in the village. His Instagram glowed with filtered perfection. He was finally living the life. But in that crowd of champagne glasses and fast cars, God's voice grew quieter. Almost silent. One rainy night, while driving home from another lavish party, Teo's phone rang. "EFCC raid your house," a panicked voice screamed. He swerved, heart pounding. By morning, everything was gone, his accounts frozen, house sealed, friends vanished like mist. Teo was arrested. His name spread like wildfire. Family disgraced. His mother wept till her eyes dimmed. He was sentenced to 3 years in prison. It was there, in a cold, broken cell, that he met Christ. Not in noise or thunder, but in silence. He remembered the words, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength." After prison, he gave his life to Christ fully. He returned home, not as the fraudster, but as a man redeemed. He joined the church's youth mentorship program, now 33 years old, wearing plain clothes, his eyes clearer, his heart peaceful. He shared his story with young people. "I was impatient. I thought God's time was delay. But the riches I chased brought me destruction. I stand today not because I was wise, but because God gave me a second chance." Now, every Saturday, Teo mentors young boys in his community. He tells them, "Don't rush destiny. Don't shortcut process. Patience is not delay, it is preparation. I paid the price so you don't have to." Teo lost money, lost friends, lost years. But found purpose. Found peace. Found God. Impatience took him far from God's will. But mercy brought him home. Let his story remind you. God is never late. We are just too early. Wait. And trust.